Can you hear me? I see you. Can't hear you yet. You hear me?
Ah,
There it is.
I've got you.
Now it's fine. What was
How you
missing?
doing?
You didn't push the right button? Now it's fine. It's good.
Yeah, is it blocky? It's a bit blocky, isn't it?
It's fine. I wouldn't mess with it.
No.
Guys behind you look good still.
They do, don't they? I like my virtual background.
It's a good background. Those are handsome fellas.
Otherwise, it's a little bit messy in the room, you know?
It's a good idea. They look great.
It's good to see you.
Yes. It's been a while. I remember the VIP thing 3 weeks ago. That was fun.
Yes.
And you enjoyed the show?
It was brilliant. I actually, I didn't watch it live. It was a little bit too late for me. So I thought, no, it's better. It's common sense to get my energy levels back and wake up at 5:30 and get ready for you at 6 o'clock for the Q&A.
That was smart. So you watched it afterwards.
I did. I watched the whole thing, and under the circumstances, I thought the whole thing was professional, and and I thought the performances were all great. It was just a really well put together thing, and considering everybody was social, keeping back from everybody else, social distancing they call it, don't they? So yeah, congratulations, Mike.
Thank you. It was more than social distance. We weren't in the same room together. That was the more amazing thing. It was all
Incredible.
different parts of the world.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Apparently I've got 10 minutes. I have got some questions for you. I'm prepared. So I don't know what time constraints you have, but this is a really great experience for me to be able to talk to you one-to-one.
Yeah, well, I'm doing them every 10 minutes, so you do have those 10 minutes, and there's a bunch of people after you, and there was some before, so any questions you have, I'm more than glad to answer.
I'll tell you what then, let's much as I would like to have a beer with you, I'll fire away, then I'll carry on if I can.
Sure.
I have a sheet of paper here. It's not full, but just a few questions, if you don't mind, Mike.
Let's have a listen.
Okay. The prospects of Bowie's stalwart virtuoso pianist, if I may be so bold, working together with perhaps the most prolific band to emerge from the 80s, is nothing short of mouth-watering. How did the collaboration with Duran Duran for their 15th studio album come about?
They haven't released it yet, have they?
It's not released, no, but we know it's bubbling. We know it's bubbling.
I can't wait for it to be released. I had a terrific time. They gave me a call. John Taylor called, and they asked. I was in touch with Simon if I'd like to play on one of the songs. They would come to our Bowie shows. They would always be there whenever they were in a town we were in, and so we've known each other for years, and then the right moment came, and they said they'd like me to play, and I was totally flattered, and I worked very hard to get a piano part for them on a song, and it's gorgeous. I mean, it's I'd have to re-listen to it because I've done 100 projects since then, literally, but I think I did it about a year ago. That's how long it take to get out and all that stuff, especially with COVID.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cool. There are a few song titles bouncing around the fans for the new album. I just wondered, what your favourites were, and how many did you work on?
I think I worked on one or two. I can't remember now, and I never heard the other one, so I don't know. I look forward to
Okay.
listening like anybody else, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Have you got the song title for the other one that you're doing?
No, I could search my computer, but that would take 10 minutes to find it. But I remember, like I say, I go from one project to the next. Even the project 3 weeks ago, we had 40 alumni, 30 singers, and I don't even remember anymore, because
Oh,
I have the potential to remember, but you move on to the next thing, and then, it stays part of the social consciousness, and the music is always out there. But in terms of a project for me, I'm already into 7 new ones.
I'm
And
sure
yeah.
you're sought after, Mike. You're
The
very,
thing, I,
very sought
oh,
after.
the thing that's a nice feeling, but the thing that I do remember is I spent a few days really working on the track to get it right because
And so,
it sounded so good and it was so inspiring. That's the feeling I'm left with. The music, I don't have a clue what it sounded like. If somebody played it now and I heard myself playing on it, I would recognize it, but not till then.
so you've not heard any other songs off the album, then? No, no. Okay. Um, David had vision and an enviable knack of assembling of what I would consider one of the greatest pop and rock acts ever in his own super band, including yourself. One such member, Sterling Campbell, briefly filled the role of Duran Duran's drummer from 88 to 90. He's made a real name for himself. Where do you think he ranks in the world of percussionists, and is he in a league of his own?
Yeah, I mean, he's a great drummer. He still plays. He played on at least 12 songs on the show 3 weeks ago. And he's been with the B-52s the last 15, 18 years. And he's a very simple drummer. He's not a complicated drummer, but he lays it down, and it's very supportive to the singer because it's a solid beat. And of course, the drums play such an important role in rock and roll, very solid. So,
It's fantastic.
he's one of the great rock drummers, for sure. He'll go down in history that way.
And what are Mike Garson's plans for the future? What would you play piano on a Duran Duran tour if asked?
More than likely sit in a few cities, you know what I mean? I'm so busy that I don't know I can go off on a tour with another rock band when I have so much music in my head to do. But if they popped in LA or if I was in London, yeah, I'd love that, you know. But to do a
Okay,
whole tour, if I'm only
no,
playing on a song or two, it'd be a waste of their time and mine. But I would love to sit in with them somewhere, and do 5 years and their new song. Those two would be a great.
brilliant, brilliant. I've got just two more questions for you, and then I'm done, Mike.
I'm glad
Um,
I answered.
I felt that Simon Le Bon, he channeled David so well in the verse, "Your face, your race, the way that you talk. I kiss you, you're beautiful. I want you to walk," in the song 5 Years. It was almost as if David's spirit had come back one last time to send the world a message through Simon. It it sort of kind of put minds at rest during these unprecedented times with COVID, etc. It gave me goosebumps. It really gave me goosebumps. Did that come across to you?
Absolutely. I felt the same way. I think your observation is spot on. Spot on.
Um, I was wondering why a beatbox was used for 5 years as opposed to an organic raw drum sound.
Well, if you looked on the screen, he's playing what's called a Roland electronic drum kit. So he was playing drums, but it was an electronic one.
Okay.
So I think they were looking for that sound because they've been using that sound for a while. I've been told. So they stayed true to what they were doing, and the original version, you can't beat that as that. So
No.
the only thing you can do is something new, and
And
they did it.
sorry, I know we're under pressure for time. One more question.
Sure.
What albums by any sorry, okay, a really tough question for you now, Mike. You're stranded on a desert island for 5 years. What a coincidence. Apart from an endless supply of wine, your favorite vino, what 5 Bowie albums do you have with you to while away the time?
I think I'd have Outside, Aladdin Sane, Young Americans, Hunky Dory, Diamond Dogs.
That's 5.
I could probably, if I was stranded for 10 years, I have another 5, and then 20 years,
I'm
I'll
sure
have 10,
there's just too many albums, isn't there? Too
too
many, Mike.
many. The guy didn't know how to
Mike,
make a bad album.
it's fantastic, Mike, to meet you, and I'm sure I've gone over my 10 minutes, I think.
At least you got your questions answered, and
Absolutely.
see you again. Maybe we'll see you at some show someday.
I hope so, Mike. I'm following you on Twitter, and it would be great if you could follow me at duranduran.rocks on Twitter, but I'm sure you won't. But it would be lovely, just to I'm keeping up with what you're doing, and it's truly an honor to talk to you. Seriously.
Thank you so much. Take care.
Cheers,
Till
Mike.
next time.
Thank you now. Take care. Bye now.
Bye bye.